been looking at.
No one's keeping you here against your will. Anyway, we're live.
Okay.
So, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Seas of Vodari. I am your Master of the Seas, Dr.JWolfenstein here, and thankfully we are back with another episode of the Seas of Vodari for you. Of course, I'm joined by three of my fantastic players. And sorry, just trying to gather up my thoughts.
You're doing your best, and that's what matters.
Anyway, so three of our fantastic players are joining us. Unfortunately, Mr. Whitehill and Mr. Vex could not join us this evening, but we will press on, as we always do. So, when last we were here in the Seas of Vodari, many wonderful and magical things were happening. Our group were planning on defeating the Black Hand, and how to go about doing that. Our group had managed to buy off the group of bully boys, as they were. At least, buy them off in the sense that they are not going to be on the playing field. As they are being paid a rather large sum of money in order to attack and destroy the Black Hand before his plan can come to fruition, which is still about a day away, give or take. Our adventurers also split up and looked around town, getting themselves used to and meeting with several newcomers. Well, not really newcomers, but several new faces to them. And as they did so, they were able to, some of them, learn a bit about themselves, about possible new ventures and possible new things to discover. Others simply contemplated the orb that has set them on a wonderful path and may lead them to riches beyond their wildest dreams. But for now, we're going to zoom in back at the... let me pull up the book real quick. Huzzah. We're looking at the world. We're at the Southern Nations. Olen. Haha. We have arrived. We are looking for Gem Knackle. That's right. The Skyward Inn, which is the inn that is accommodating our heroes this evening.
Indeed.
You all have purchased and rented out many rooms in order to, take use of them. And as you are doing so, the big question is what is your plan of attack for the brand new day?
Well, we now have just one day left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Freak out.
Okay. Probably get over this hangover.
That too.
Yeah, I got nothing. I really got nothing going on.
I mean, it was mainly Xavier that was, the big person that was being in charge of a lot of stuff, and then Sal being the, second-hand kind of thing.
So, the Black Hand will arrive tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
His particular plan to kill the chairman, her name being Pip Cogsgrove,
Ouch.
leader of the Mechanists Guild. She will be in the day after he arrives. According to the plans that you've uncovered and some other people, she is not going to survive her entrance.
And then Sal and Xavier, they went to the big ol' shrink, and they're going to have the assassins assassinate the assassin.
Which you are going to help.
Well, yeah.
And
we're just gonna, we'll say we do, and then we don't.
We can pick up the remainder of the money, maybe, that the kids owe us.
except that
Ouch.
the rest of that money is being paid to you in Zoleni proper.
Right. Are we there? We're not there.
You're in Gemnackle.
Gotcha. I thought the red circle was where we were. My bad.
That is correct. My apologies.
Oh.
I was like, wait a minute.
Huh?
No, I did tell you right. It's just that I had put it on the wrong location because I had to draw the green square over Gemnackle.
Gotcha.
You are valid, and mistakes happen, and that's okay.
Really isn't a whole lot to do until...
It's a lot of just prep, really.
And I got really nothing to prep right now.
The only thing I can think of as well is maybe like going out and grabbing like specialty arrows or something like that. But yeah, today is kind of like a prep day for it, I guess. Well, there's just us three. Why don't we go do something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
beach episode.
Every episode's a beach episode.
Heckles, yeah. What's the opposite of a beach episode then?
I'll say the episode. Well, you can do that.
Alright.
So,
I want to lay face down in the ocean.
unfortunately, the ocean is a couple hours away by foot.
We can walk.
A couple hours.
Maybe we'll hire somebody. I don't know. Come pick us up. I don't feel well.
Because of the hangover?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You need water for sure, but not salty water.
No. The water feels nice. I want to lay face down in the water.
Okay. But you need to drink some water too. You cannot drink the water.
I had some.
Isn't that how people go mad? It was when they drink the seawater?
Oh, it's how they die.
Yes.
Oh.
They die of dehydration.
Yes.
Because
He
the
is
salt's
already
bad for you.
dehydrated. He needs more water.
I say I already had a prairie oyster, so I should be okay.
More water.
Trying to kill me? I don't
No.
need water. I need the hair of the dog. That's what I need. Need
You
more
need
alcohol.
your pretty face for stuff.
I need more alcohol. Can't be
Water.
hungover if I'm already drunk again.
Water.
Isn't there a term for that?
It's called hair of the dog.
It's called alcoholism, said Valor.
It's not alcoholism. It's just proven facts of how alcohol works.
No. Water.
And I never get this hungover.
Water.
Wasn't even worth it. The shit didn't even taste good.
Now you need water.
That's because you had the ram.
Don't remind me.
Ram could be A.
There's
A,
no
yeah.
way that shit is worth it at all.
Then don't drink it no more. Have water.
I love that. I love that every dialogue line has been water out of Niefta. Are you slowly, like, every time you say it, you're, like, slowly sliding a cup of water near him?
I'm seeing that. I like to imagine now he has at least 6 cups of water next to him. Piss.
Well,
what's there to do in our lovely town that we're in?
so
What's open and all that fun stuff?
the city of Gemnackle is a mining city. It was built into the side of Mount Zelen. It is famed for its amazing innovations across every engineering... Oh, that went up my nose. Excuse me.
That's rough, buddy.
I guarantee you probably shouldn't be putting stuff in your nose.
Yep. It is famed for its amazing innovations across every engineering discipline. It has moving staircases, elevating platforms, and other devices not seen anywhere else in the world. Due to the city's core business and its precarious locale, they also experience far more accidental deaths per capita than anywhere else in Vodari, making it an alluring yet risky place to visit for those in technological or engineering circles, especially those seeking work. A stable settlement sits below the main body of Gemnackle around the flat base of Mount Zelen. Officially called Lower Gemnackle, it is affectionately or dismissively referred to by the upper city dwellers as Base Camp. Lower Gemnackle provides a steady stream of logistical support to its loftier counterpart, such as fresh food and textiles. They know that a portion of the rock spiders in the city above look at the base campers like second-class citizens, and so a low level of animosity exists between the two parts of Gemnackle. Most of the shops have been in the city above, including Dr. Robot's mechanical marvels up above. As well as many other things. However, there are shops down here, most of which are general goods. There are a couple of food shops. There's like almost what you would call a farmer's market, though that seems to be mostly closed down lately.
Is it open right now?
It's not, but there was a big sign you could have read. You can go read at some point in the day if you would like.
Big old sign.
There's also a few, not quite a weapon shop, but definitely somewhere where you can find items that might do the trick to bludgeon some people to death.
Right now we can't really. I know we can't really afford much because we're all broke.
There is also the safe house where the Black Hand will be staying. You were given that location. You could go check out the lay of the land before he arrives.
Thought we were gonna kill him when he pops out of the cab. Thought we were just gonna kill him in broad daylight.
Killing someone on the train station platform is not advisable.
Isn't that what they were going to do to
I thought that was the plan.
So, the plan for the Black Hand is, he plans to blow up the train when it pulls in. He doesn't plan to be there, and he basically plans to use the battering rams more as logistical support to help him do it, or to keep people off of him while he is setting up his devices and his idea. That's kind of what he's planning to use them for. That they don't mind because, whatever, it's one more thing that happens and they're not too concerned about it. Plus, they won't be around to be implicated. But even if they are implicated, again, so what? You also know that he will be basically given a a setup in order to harbor and hatch this plan of his. And thus, he has his own little safe house tucked away somewhere. That's what you know. You know the location of said safe house, so you can go visit it at any point in time if you wanted.
To like booby trap it.
You do know that the Black Hand is going to be arriving via the train. However, one of you went to the upper city. I believe that was you, wasn't it, Sal? No,
we did not.
It was
go to the
Valor.
upper city. Valor went to the upper city.
That's right. It was Valor. He would be able to report then. He would be able to report that the upper city's train dock has a contingent of about 15 to 20 guards, even at the late night shift that he went to Dr. Robot's laboratory.
Mm.
And so it's very likely that during the day, when the Black Hand is supposed to arrive, it will be even more crowded with security and other officers of a sort. The reason you haven't decided to go to the Black Hand, to the, authorities and say, hey, this is the Black Hand, is because you can't actually prove it. Because no one has seen the Black Hand and lived, except for Xavier. Also, he technically hasn't committed any crimes that you can prove or even attempt to prove. And so while his, even if you delayed his assassination attempt, you would only be delaying, well, the inevitable. And even then, you're not sure how long of a delay that would be, because he is getting in, around the noonday hour.
Really don't want to be going over to his hideout just in case if there's people looking around, and we don't want to attract attention. So let's just, oh no. Not really good at this whole land thing.
You've assassinated people before, so.
I've actually not assassinated anybody.
Really?
No. I haven't even killed anybody. Not really.
You don't have a body count?
I don't have a body count.
Damn. Even I have a body count.
But I say you don't really need to worry about killing people. When you just threaten them. You just straight up tell them that, hey, look, how do I put this? There's been no reason for me to kill anybody. Directly.
Plenty of reasons to do that.
Not for me personally. Oh, I guess, hold up. Did dump those bodies in the ocean. From that gang.
That doesn't count.
Hmm?
If they were ready or dead already, it doesn't count.
No. Nope, I don't think I killed them. That was definitely Tessa.
Boring.
I miss Tessa.
But I say I kind of just slowed them so they couldn't run away. So yeah, there's no reason for me to directly kill anybody. That's what you guys are here for.
Oh yeah.
I kill my people with a sick beat.
Well, I just tear them apart.
Yes.
I don't need to know I don't need to know the logistics of killing people. So what do you guys want to do?
What?
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think I heard that there was a weapon shop. We can maybe take a peek at that.
Do you have enough gold to be able to buy a weapon?
So Reeve pulls out his little tiny pouch and is like looking over things. He stares at it for a little bit and looks up and is like, I can't count, but I think this is enough.
I put my hand out.
No, you're gonna steal it.
Why would I steal it? You know where I sleep.
Trust no one.
You know where I sleep. There's no reason for me to steal it.
Promise?
Do you need a reason?
Of course, you always need a reason to do anything.
Mm.
If you don't have a reason to do something, then it's absolutely pointless and, well...
Mm.
You get the idea. Yeah, I promise I won't steal your shit.
Okay. And he gives you his pouch. Inside is 115 gold.
Look at it. Like, what the fuck?
115 crowns. Yes, indeed.
115
Wow.
crowns.
How? When did this happen?
Oh, I've always had it.
I know I didn't give you this money.
Since the very beginning. I was saving it for a rainy day.
Did we get gold and I wasn't aware of it?
I've had it since the very beginning of the session.
Because I know I haven't bought anything. So I'm trying to figure out how... Did we sell something and give it to people?
I
Very-
mean,
Time.
say that again, Reeves?
Had it for a very long time. Like before I met you, even.
Okay.
I also don't buy a lot of things. Normally I take it off of dead bodies.
True.
I'm about to say.
Reeve has actually bought nothing in this whole campaign.
I also have bought nothing, so that's very confusing why they have double my money.
You've
Yeah.
bought a shit.
I haven't bought anything either. Like,
Bro, not even I know. Literally, my session started at
probably-
115 GP.
probably I have just traded or even sold the things that we found in our first mission.
Right, that's why I'm trying to figure out if that happened and we didn't do the official cut of it yet, or I didn't get it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How much do you have? As I point at Niafta.
Let me check. Where on earth is my character?
You gotta find your character sheet.
Oh, no. Oh, it's not here. Okay. There it is. I found it. I have 113 gold pieces.
Yeah, I think I missed something. That's what I'm trying to say. I did not spend 50 gold.
You've been forking up for the rooms. You've been forking
Actually,
up for your tavern.
I'm about to say, actually, I haven't paid for the tavern or the rooms. Vex did that, remember?
Yes, he's
Valor
been
did
doing
that.
for all of
Yes,
us.
yes, yes. So, well, not for all of them. He's done it for this one.
Right.
I
but
do
we
remember
stay at a
moments you
tavern
kind of
since
just
then.
give to people.
The thing is that I've also been having little jobs here and there as we went through, so...
That's true. Niafta is earning coin with her bardic skills.
I think I might have missed some money.
You're also a very kind and caring person who likes to give up your own funds instead of using the ships.
True that.
That is true. You have done that.
Multiple times.
I don't think I've done it for 50, though.
50
Yeah.
gold goes
I-
by pretty quick.
Well, either way, why don't we check out all the sites and stuff? Let's check out the weapon shop, and I heard there was a farmer's market. I can get food.
We can get food.
We can get food. My pronoun games are off today.
I'm down.
Or down today.
What? I'm so lost. Something I want to know.
Yes.
Maybe we can find you some water.
Also, the bottles of ram were expensive. At least 10 gold each.
Oh,
I didn't actually buy a bottle of ram. They gave it to me for free.
I remember that.
Because I was able to have some and stay standing.
Oh no.
Because you.
I know where a
Oh,
large sum of my
on
money
purpose
went. It's because
with
I bought a
cheap
bottle at
alcohol
one of
in
the
order to get your coins.
taverns. That's where a large portion of my money went.
Yeah, you've been drinking a lot, so...
Honestly, it was mostly the bottle at the last tavern. I do go and turn to Niafta and Reeve and go like, we could do what me and Xavier did yesterday to get some extra cash.
Eh?
We cheated at dice. Well, I cheated at dice for him.
Oh.
You cheated at dice?
Yes.
What are you, some kind of cheater?
Yes.
I mean, at least he's honest about it.
As I blink and it looks like I'm in great pain. So, who wants to make a little extra cash?
Spend cash, but I don't mind making extra cash. Wait, is that going to be by cheating? I don't cheat, I only steal.
Cheating, stealing, lying, they're all the same thing.
Yeah, they're pretty different.
Well, think of it as us stealing the money from the people who are gambling.
Takes a lot more work.
No. No, it does not.
I feel like it does.
Oh, yeah.
I smile and go, definitely doesn't. Taking, and the hardest way to do it is for them to give it to you. And make them think like they're doing it willingly.
Ah.
Either way, I think this should be a good idea, and also we can go to the farmer's market. I just don't have a whole lot of money on me right now.
You something?
Hmm?
Get you something? A lot of times too, people kind of just look at me and instead of giving them gold, they like my scales. Sometimes they even want my tears, and so instead I spit into a cup and say I cried.
That's good to know, I suppose.
It works every time.
I support that.
And but you think cheating's bad? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Smart.
All right, lead the way, I guess.
Yay!
So,
I'm about to say I pour some of the alcohol into that I had from the bar into my canteen.
Remember Reeves' quotes: "Murder is okay, but cheating is not."
I mean, everybody's got to have a moral compass. It's just that most of our moral compasses don't all point to the same things.
My compass doesn't have a skull or bones.
That too. What?
We have decided something. Yay!
Yep, you have decided to head out. As you head out towards the farmer's market.
Yay.
Yay!
Pull my hat over my head, like really low. The sun's really bright. Fucking. Oh.
How is the weather, ODM?
Give me 1 second. Alright, so The weather outside is actually fairly overcast today. You can see that out way further to the northeast of you. The Vessi's rage seems to be stirring a little more violently than normal. Definitely something seems to be, maybe it's a natural weather phenomena, maybe it's, something going on inside the rage. No one really knows. But what is known is that very clearly something is going on.
She's angry.
Yep.
Vessi knows of your dastardly deeds, so...
I'm sure she'd be happy I was doing it.
I mean, she might be flattered that you're calling it your ship the Vessi's Mercy, though she doesn't have a lot of mercy in her. But with that being said, aside from that, nothing seems to be changing. The mine is clearly in operation. You're not too far from one of the entrances. You can see people going in and out. Headed into work, doing their thing. And as you make your way into town, you soon come to the farmer's market, which is closed.
You said there was like a big sign by
There
it, though?
is. Stuck in the middle of what would be the market, kind of like almost a square, but more like a rectangle. But in the center of the market stands a massive sign with 4 boards facing each of the cardinal directions. They all say the same thing, and it's all written in common. Excuse me. It's all written in common. It reads...
I can't read.
You can't, but you have to sell both can.
Yeah.
Reading hurts my eyes right now.
I'll do it.
Yep. Here we go. It reads that by order of the High... Let me find his name. By order of Chancellor Erky Mimbley, there is to be no open trade with any outside factions. All food trade goods shall be sent to local authorities for inspection and distribution to the standing Zeleni forces. Fair compensation will be paid. Absolutely no outside trading.
Huh.
Yeah, this place
Well, that
sucks.
sounds
What
fair.
does trading mean? Is that what the farmer's market is?
Kind
It means
of.
that they cannot sell to foreigners, and we are foreigners, so we cannot buy.
They can't sell to even themselves at the moment, it seems.
That's stupid.
Foreigners, we all live around here. We all live on the same planet. Therefore, I think we are all good.
What's a planet?
Yeah.
No, wait, what's a planet? The Earth is
It's
flat.
like
don't
a
you?
big... What?
The world's flat. You didn't know that?
That's why it's called planet.
If it's so flat, why is it bumpy? Bumpy is different than flat, so therefore it is not. It
Oh
is
my
bumpy.
god.
I'm so sorry.
We're having the world is flat argument.
I'm so sorry.
I want to let you all know, in this world, it is flat, okay? There's an actual edge that you can go over in this world.
No, because I see a hill right there. We had to get up the hill. So therefore, it can't be flat.
Nah, it's not like flat like my chest, but like,
Your chest is very flat.
yes.
Fucking roasted.
Yes, it is. But like, it's like flat like that board, as I point at the board. Notice how like there's still bumps around it and stuff like that? But
No.
like there's an edge.
Oh.
Yeah, if you sail too far one way, you just fall off.
How does the water stay?
It doesn't.
What?
It just falls.
It falls.
Are we slowly depleting on water?
No.
You need to drink more water.
Yes.
We're running low on it. You have to drink it.
Drink water.
Good, thank you. I sip from my canteen.
Which no.
Fine, I'll drink water as I sip from my canteen. Happy
Good.
now.
That's not water.
That's spicy water.
It is spicy water.
It is spicy water.
All right, where to now? Since we can't,
I'm trying to figure out this whole the world is flat thing.
You didn't know about that? It actually says it in the book. The world's flat.
Are you actually looking at the PDF handbook?
I'm actually really curious how I missed that. What fucking page?
The
I don't
fact
even
that
remember.
Nikki also found that and read it and knew it and the DM didn't is astonishing to me as well. He saw that kept in the back of his head, so then when a moment like this random moment were to come, he would know this.
Full of random information. It could also be from a completely different thing. I don't know. But will
Yeah,
that
well-
stop me from just saying stuff? Of course not.
That's true. He could very well be pulling it out of his ass.
And our DM is looking at it, looking to see if it's true or not.
But I do remember reading it that it was flat at some point. It was over the random islands thing, like the whatever undiscovered islands or something like that. There was edge of the earth or something like that, edge of the world, or world's edge or something like that. Anywho, so now that we can't get anything at the farmer's market, what now?
It says open trade. Does that mean we can still get things at shops?
Probably not. You can try it.
Let's give it a try.
I was gonna say, there are shops you could go ask.
Alright, lead the way, fish friend.
Yay!
Fish friend.
Which place looks like a good weaponry or place that sells arrows?
The general store or the what's called the mallets and maces.
I literally go, don't you have arrows already? You have a lot of arrows.
Oh, I love cool assassinating arrows. I got sleepy arrows, poison arrows, fire arrows. I'm not sure how the fire ones get in there every once in a while. Sometimes I'm afraid it burns up my whole arrow stash. But I also have ice arrows and water arrows that will help diffuse the fire arrows sometimes. So then it all holds out. But then because of the water arrows and fire arrows just mixing together, they all just become regular arrows.
Arrows.
So you
I'm
got a lot of
bullshitting completely out of my ass. I do not have any special arrows.
I was about to say, so you just got a bunch of regular arrows.
Yeah. I noticed Blaze taking a peek at my character sheet to see what the hell I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, did I fuck up here? Is somebody pulling tricks on me? Because I know I don't remember giving out fucking all these damned arrows. So what the fuck is going on around here?
I'm so sorry, Blaze.
Are you sure you need more arrows?
Yes. You can never have enough, especially in the sea, because what if they all disappear one day?
So then they're probably on the ship somewhere. You
What I'm
probably
also
left them.
saying is that my arrows are pathetic and I need more. Let's go!
I don't know what's wrong with normal arrows.
Well, clearly they're pathetic and she needs more. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Oh, right.
Reeve is a dude.
We're all off our pronoun game today.
Yeah. First my we and I, and now he and she.
Yep.
Excuse you. I have not ruined my pronoun game today, so
Your pronouns are any pronouns.
it is what I want it to be when I want it to be it.
Damn right. Much love.
Makes it
All
so
right.
much easier.
What's the place called? Mallets and Maces?
Mallets and maces.
Haha, I got it right.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right,
Yeah.
Beethoven. So
Beethoven, he's my toad. He's behind me. Oh my god, oh my fucking god. I'm just gonna take a picture of what he looks like right now and send that into general chat and no context for anybody else.
Brent, you 100% ruined it. I'll be left Beethoven. Come on. Come on, you had a perfect opening. Can't use the same cardinal direction that I'm using.
anyway, so you guys head
Have we
over to
been
Mallets and
inside
Maces?
this store? Yes. Have we been inside this store before or no?
You have not.
Uh-huh.
As you walk in, the first thing to greet you is well, I don't know how else to put it. As you open the door, you watch as to your immediate right, a massive mallet smacks against an iron bell that's at the top of the door. Ping!
That's my favorite welcome I've ever seen. I love it.
And
Wow.
Alright. So but that's what you see as you open the door. You then hear from the back, I'll be out in just a second. Upon entering, you're looking around, you see lots of odds and ends and bric-a-brac that has mallets or maces. You see little knights with maces. You see little miner workers figurines or bookends. You also see like cuckoo clocks that have men with big mallets striking the clock.
I love that.
You also see the cuckoo clock from from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, with the two dwarves just tinking away at little like piles of minerals, and then a third one up top that comes out of the cuckoo clock to ring the bell.
I'm like picturing the scene from Pinocchio, Geppetto's like house with all of those little clocks and stuff. I think my partners are home.
Yeah, but anyway, but as you move further in, you can see that there are several barrels and shelves with maces, mallets, and other bludgeoning instruments. You see several boxes and crates of hammers, small in size, light hammers, basically. You also see a couple of pickaxes, odds and ends of things of that nature. Very clearly, whatever is not art, and just, some kind of luxury, is very clearly a bludgeoning weapon of some kind. That could also be labeled as mining equipment. Big fat air quotes.
Solid.
And as you're kind of looking around, eventually a dwarven woman comes out of the back, and she smiles. Oh, good morrow. I am Maud. And welcome to Mallets and Maces. I am the proprietor of the shop.
Very nice,
Hey.
ma'am.
And she bows her head. Well, what brings... I don't know your faces. You're new to town.
I guess we counted 4, I think.
We've been
Well-
traveling.
Traveling.
We're adventurers, yeah.
I see. Well, welcome. Sorry you've come at such a terrible time. How'd you get into Zolen?
We sailed here.
Oh, did you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you must have avoided the Orca. I hear they've been creating a blockade as big as they can.
Oh,
It's a whole bunch of politics that I still don't fully understand.
you might have been lucky if not encountered them.
Well,
We're also very lucky, yes.
she just kind of smiles. Well, politics is not for everyone to understand. Just so long as I can do my day-to-day without too much issue, I don't really care. So, welcome to Mallets and Maces. How can I help you?
I'm looking for arrows.
I'm afraid I don't have any arrows.
No?
Well, not really. I'm sorry, say that again, Yafta?
Would you happen to have any musical instruments?
Kinda. Let me show you. And she reaches under the counter and pulls out a little... It looks like a drum on a stick. And attached to either side of the stick are these little wooden spheres tied to strings. It's something like an instrument. I call it a hand drum.
This is
I've seen these before. These are really cool. Well, kind of.
And she puts the stick in between both her hands and twirls it. And as she does, you watch as the two little balls spin and clack on the two drum heads on either side. Just doom, 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 doom.
I had to look it up. Oh, it's a Tibetan hand drum.
Yeah.
I was like, this sounds familiar, but I wasn't fully sure. Reeve is the happiest little clam looking at this thing. How much are they?
Oh, we'll call it about 2 gold pieces.
Do they come in different colors?
Oh, aye. They come in every color that wood can come in, as well as a few others.
Oh, do you paint them?
I can. I've got
I
one
just
or
stabbed myself.
I've got 1 or 2 that are painted. She pulls up one that, like, the drum heads look like miniature suns, and the shaft looks like, rays of sunlight.
Gold seems like a lot for a hand drum.
I custom make these and guarantee them. They're also waterproof.
I'll take.
And she nods as she hands you one of the painted ones. This one...
Is it the one with the suns on it, or is it a different one?
No, this one is crashing waves on the drum heads.
Oh! I can't.
The rod looks like a beach.
Oh.
I'm gonna just take a look around on the shelves and everything like that.
Anything specific you're looking for?
Nope, not at all. Just looking.
Alright.
Mostly, I'm looking for any excuse to be out of sight so I can take a sip of my drink.
Okay.
Do you happen to have any
But if
water?
something interesting shows up, then I might,
Does she happen to have any weapons?
Water.
Oh, water? Well, not for sale, but I've got some water in the back if you need it.
He needs it. Pointing to Sel.
Do you have anything like water skins or kind of like a container to put water in, but it has a little like cap in it, so then in case you go upside down, it doesn't spill everywhere?
No, I'm afraid not.
Aww.
Anything interesting in the shop? Is it
Like
just...
books or maps?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, that'd be fine, honestly. Books or maps.
Mhm.
I know this is something maces and anvils or something like that.
Maces and mallets.
Mallets and maces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another type of name for it's called a dumpling hand drum. I can't.
There's one thing of interest. That it's of interest because it is a musical instrument, but it's also not a drum.
Okay.
She has a hurdy-gurdy on the wall.
What in the fuck is that?
Never
Yeah.
seen a hurdy-gurdy? It's a little crank
Mm.
stringed instrument.
Hurdy-gurdy.
It's
What's
like
that?
it's basically you get a little lever and you spin it and it strums the
Okay.
my gosh.
Sophisticated.
It is.
Yeah.
It is one instrument that I really want.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
It is, and it sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, a hurdy-gurdy is actually the agreed upon default instrument that you play Song of the Storms on from Legend of Zelda.
I thought it was the ocarina.
No, he plays it on an ocarina, but the gentleman, like the guy who's actually doing it, like that, people
That
pretty
guy's
much agree
playing
that
it.
he's playing it on a hurdy-gurdy, despite the fact that it's just like a wind-up box he's playing on. But most people I've talked to seem to believe that it's a actual hurdy-gurdy.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
Oh, welcome back.
Hi.
I suddenly died.
Okay, that's neat, I suppose. I pointed out to Niafta as I keep walking the shelves.
I was gonna say, when I typed in hurdy-gurdy, one of the first results was Slipknot riffs on a hurdy-gurdy.
Yep.
Kinda wanna listen to that in a bit.
You do also find a few other bric-a-brac. You find a there was something you find a tiny bronze dwarf statue with a mallet, and it's a nutcracker. Anytime you put there's even a little thing of walnuts next to it, and it says place under mallet. And every time a nut is placed under the mallet, the dwarf turns, lifts the mallet, and cracks it.
That's cool. So this is kind of like a mini knick-knack shop.
But most of it is, aside from the hurdy-gurdy, which is very odd, but most of it is featured around maces and mallets. Think of it very similar to the wood carver from Brave, just not bear themed. And for those of you uneducated, uncultured swine who have never seen Brave, go watch it.
It's like
It's okay.
it's a
better than
good
Tangled.
movie, but the way the trailer is compared to the actual movie, I'm like, what?
Well, there's actually a whole marketing idea behind trailers,
Mhm.
and basically
Similar to how the Hereditary trailers once.
yeah, but it's just designed to get you into the theater. It's not designed to actually show anything of value. The only weapons she really has is a belaying pin, as well as other maces, clubs, and she even has a couple of mallets.
I sure fucking hope so.
She has a warhammer that's
Oh.
labeled it's labeled it's labeled trouble solving mallet.
Okay, I like it.
She also has a maul just resting against the against one wall. There's like 3 of them in a row, and they are labeled rock crushing mallets.
That's a huge mood, and I love it.
This is very clearly she's getting away with it by renaming things, but it's very clear that she's full of shit.
Valid.
It's a knick-knack stories.
I just asked if she'd be interested in buying my belaying pin as I just put it down on the desk.
She looks at the belaying pin, gives it a minute. Oh, I can give you a silvers for it.
Yay, you made money!
Silver.
She holds up a shell.
I look at it. I look at the belaying pin. I look over at. Is there any like indicator of what they're selling? She's selling the belaying pin for that she has.
2. She's selling it for 2 shells.
No. She's selling it for 2 shells. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, she's giving you. She is literally selling it to you for half, and is going to basically make her money back, and then one shell on top of it.
That's fine.
And she smiles. So what brings you all to Gemknackle, if you don't mind my accent? You don't look like the typical Gemknackle folk.
Now
A bunch more politics stuff.
We would tell you.
Here for business. Just
Yeah,
about
mostly.
traveling and getting to know places and people and maybe making more customers.
Oh yeah, and business stuff.
She just
Predominant business stuff.
she smiles at you, Reeves, and then pulls out a little stick that looks like a tiny mallet. Actually, it's a tiny morning star, and she just hands it to you. Here, Dove. Have a sweetie. It is rock candy in the shape of a mace.
I
Oh,
can't.
that's awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna treasure this. Treasure, yes, Emil. That's how you fucking talk. Okay.
I 100% believe that is how you talk, Emil.
Shut
I-
the fuck up.
I just smile and I go, well, if you really want to know how I got here right now, it's because these 2 wanted to do something. I'd rather just be in bed.
Oh yeah, he has a hangover.
Shh, not so loud.
I
He has
mean,
an overhang.
that is what it is called from now on, is an overhang.
An overhang.
So sorry.
She just nods. I can certainly understand that.
I turn to Reeve and just go ixnay on the hangover, hey.
Are you ready for the best attack ever? Dun 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 dun. Why do I have piercing down? Oh yeah, because of my fighting stuff.
You get 42 comfy vibes.
Coffee vibes.
Technically, this is 48.
Fuck. 48 comfy vibes. I
Oh my god.
didn't read it right.
But she kind of nods. Well, you came at the right time. After all, you're gonna get to meet the Master Mechanist.
The who?
Her name's Pip. She's the head of the Mechanist Guild from Zoleni proper, and she's coming into town in a couple days' time.
Where have I heard
Alright,
that
that's why
name?
we were here. We were here to talk to her.
Oh, fancy well-to-do folk. Well, welcome.
Thank you
Best-
much.
Yep. Sorry, I'm kind of got
Useless, we know.
kind kind of got a little pushed into drinking a little too hard last night. It happens to the best of
Oh,
us.
he got to try the ram.
Ugh.
It will be good to you if you recover and drink water.
She kind of smiles. Well, I can only say that you got right what you deserved. Drinking with the Rams is equivalent to going into a bloody water full of sharks and then getting bitten. It's just bound to be a bad idea.
It was more like they offered it to me, and you really don't tell people, you don't tell new friends no a whole lot. So,
Aw,
So you don't tell mom no.
you're a people pleaser.
no, you just need to make a good impression on the new people you meet.
People pleaser.
Being a people pleaser.
I was
Not how
gonna
this
say
works.
you just confirmed what she said. You didn't actually stop what she said. Well, just so you know that if you're drinking with the Rams and if you're friendly with them, no trouble in me shop, or I'll mallet you to death.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Good.
Reeve is happily eating the little tiny rock candy. He's a happy boy.
She then kind of looks around. Well, to be honest, my shop is rather simple. I mean, some of my mechanical marvels, such as my, dwarven nutcracker or the minor clocks, like they're fun and all, but nothing for real adventurers. I mean, she kind of looks at the few of the weapons on the walls and shelves. I mean, there's some things for you, but honestly, I don't sell much in the way of useful things these days. Not since the war started.
That's totally fine. Typically, I'd be okay with getting one of these for my desk or something like that, but definitely not my vibe.
How much are the little clocks on the wall?
Depends on which one you want. The more
Which
elaborate,
one
the-
looks? I'm trying to think. Which one has like little crabs on it?
None of them.
Sad face. Which one has stingrays on it?
None of them.
Bitch, this is literally Seas of Vodari. How the fuck do you not have any sea-based ones?
Because
So-
we're landlocked, and that's why I'm feeling like shit.
There's also, they all have mining and smelting and smithing themes.
Which
Because
one
this
has
is a town of
cows on it?
tinkers.
I mean, like,
Cows?
also,
None of them.
also not
What do
to
you
mention
mean?
I hate being landlocked. This is horrible.
It's funny because
Never-
you're getting land sick instead of seasick.
That is a thing.
Mhm.
Which one looks like would be good to help someone who is land sick?
None of
It
them.
doesn't help. It doesn't
Sad
help. That they're,
face.
but I say it doesn't help. They're poisoning the water over here either.
Yeah.
Ouchies. Hi.
Maybe what you drank was poisoned.
Oh, it definitely was poison.
So have some water.
I am having water. I take another sip out of my flask.
Maybe you just need orange juice. Maybe you're just getting scurvy.
Definitely don't have scurvy.
As someone as fruity as you,
I hope you never get scurvy.
Not fruity. I am like incredibly
you're
sweet.
like immune to it.
I'm like
That
incredibly.
was the biggest lie I've ever heard you say in your entire life.
I don't know what you're talking about. Cell is very straight.
You're as straight as a fucking limp spaghetti noodle.
I go, "Yeah, whatever.
It's a boomerang.
Is there a boomerang?
Do we have? Honestly, I don't think there is a boomerang.
No, not in here.
No, I saw these straight as a boomerang.
Oh, okay.
Straight as a boomerang.
That's funny.
I look at the clocks to see if there's anything I might be interested in.
There are 6 clocks that are visible. The most elaborate is a three-tiered thing. It has a day of the. It has the days of the week. Let me pull up that section of the lore here. So it has the days of the week, up to 7. It also has the month on the massive outer wheel. So it goes month, days of the week. It then, in smaller, has a thermometer. And underneath that thermometer is a smaller wheel that basically tells you. It's almost like it's a weather dial. Whereas it reads like stormy, rain, change, fair, very dry, things of that nature. And then it reads the time, just the regular time. All throughout it, though, the first layer, you have like 5 or 6 dwarves hammering away at anvils. Each of them are hammering each second. Tink, 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 tink. On the second ring, you have a mining cart that seems to travel around about every minute or so. And it just is pushed by a dwarf. Just... and then at the very top, you have a pair of dwarves who look like they're mining on little deposits of ore on either side. And they then, at the top of the hour, turn and bang loudly on the bell to alert that an hour has passed.
I say, clocks are amazing. They're just not my thing.
Hi.
How much for all 6 clocks?
So the cheapest one starts at 5 gold pieces.
No, all 6 of them together.
The one I just described is 100. And the other 4 range from, it goes 10, 20, 25, 50, and 70, or, no, 10, 25, 50, 75.
Reeve, remember why we came around? Because you were looking for arrows? Because your arrows were, and I quote, what was it again?
Not normal.
Useless.
Reeve like hushes him up and puts his hands on the counter. It's like, how about for all 6 of them, I give you a little dance.
A what?
A little dance.
They don't know how money works.
No. But if you're looking for arrows, while I might not have traditional arrows, I do have something you could use.
Ooh.
Give me but a moment. And, she walks into the back. If you break it, you buy it, she calls out.
Reeve slowly puts away the intensely fragile item.
And she emerges a few minutes later with a quiver of about 20 arrows. And she pulls out one of the arrows, and you see that the
Alright, Reeve, hands in your pockets.
You see that she pulls out one of the arrows, and at the bottom of it is where an arrowhead would be. She's carved a mallet made of metal.
Ooh. I'm intrigued.
These are what I call arrow mallets.
Oh.
Non-lethal arrows.
Well, I wouldn't call them non-lethal, but they bludgeon people and don't stick in you. And they're good at denting most things. The only problem is that they don't fly as far as traditional arrows. But they hit hard.
That's actually pretty cool. Arrows that do bludgeoning damage instead of piercing damage.
Basically, you're putting a rock at the end. You're basically putting a flat end at the end of your arrow.
Yeah, but she made them, so they're cool.
Not the person using them. I'm also not the person buying them.
Well, duh. You just said you don't want to buy anything. Because, what is it? You're strapped for cash, and you don't feel like doing anything, and we forced you out here because you just want to lay in bed with your overhang.
Bingo.
Yep, and I'm not going to allow that to happen because outside is important.
I'd say only outside that matters is the ocean.
Yeah.
This feels horrible.
How much are they for a quiver of them?
For this particular quiver, 2 gold pieces. 1 gold piece for the quiver and 1 gold piece for the arrows.
Ooh. Is the quiver painted as well?
No.
Or is it all like sad face? Reeve stares at it, thinks about it, and sets down 2 crowns. And it's like, I'll take that too.
She smiles and hands it over. The one thing you do notice, however, is that with all the arrows inside of it, it actually looks like the quiver is in the shape of a mace, or rather a mallet, and that the arrows make up they look like they make up the shaft of the mallet.
That's super cool. They're basically like little tiny hammers that are super long.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I like bullets.
Reeve, you use a longbow, correct?
I do.
That's 1d10, I believe, yeah? Or is it 1d8?
Should be a D8.
It is. It's
D8
D8.
plus 5.
Okay. Then these arrows actually deal a d10, but they only fly half as far.
You have to use strength to hit it with it instead of dexterity.
No, it's still an arrow.
I mean, like, technically to draw back a bow requires strength, but you know.
Easily lift you up and bench press you while you're sleeping.
I am
You
not...
could not.
Probably could. I am not a heavy individual.
I mean, but anyway. No, it's still dex based. It's just that these deal a little bit more damage and can't fly as far.
So what I'll do is I'll put down longbow and have like the setting things and just gently edit it.
Okay.
EK or DSI for the longbow?
EK is fine.
Okay.
But with that, she kind of smiles. Well, happy to help. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask. Also, just a sound piece of advice. Not everyone's beard is just a beard.
Yeah. One's beard who looks like a whole coral reef, and I was pretty sure that they put like a little mechanical floating clownfish in it, so it looked like it was swimming in their beard. It was super, super cool.
That does sound quite interesting.
He was named the Coral Man.
I see. Very interesting.
Sorry, I'm still like also putting in the
all good.
info stuff. I'm doing my best to RP and do this info at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
And what they're called, mallet arrows.
Yes.
Mallet arrows.
Wait, hold up. What is Reeves' strength score?
12.
Oh yeah, you could definitely carry me. You could definitely bench press me. I only weigh 98 pounds.
Yeah.
Mm.
I am a tiny individual.
I can't do math. Here we go. Haha. I could not figure out what half of 150 was for some odd reason, and I feel very stupid that I couldn't think of that.
Okay.
Is the crit range still 20, or does
Yeah,
it go
no.
to 19?
Everything is still the same. It's just the damage went up a little bit, and the range went down a little bit.
Nice. But still, my greatest weapon.
A little hand drum.
Plus 7 points of being annoyed.
I take out my little book and I start writing something in it real quick.
Okay.
I tear out the page, and while Reva's dealing with that, I'm going to use some sleight of hand real quick. Nope. I got a decent dex, but
Reeve looks over and is like, "Oh, are you writing in your diary again?
no.
I read it while you were sleeping. Problem is that I can't read, so I didn't understand any of it."
Well, it's because it's not a diary.
What do you do
it's
with the note that
you
you've
can
written?
call it a diary.
It's just contact information, and it says thank you for the candy and dealing with Reeve. And I actually fold the gold coin into it and I hand it to the owner. Like, come on, Reeve, we gotta go.
Okay, bye-byes.
She smiles as she takes the note and, like, waves. Thank you for shopping at Mallets and Maces. Don't be a stranger now. Feel free to come back.
Can do.
She was nice. She gave me a candy.
Yep. So now she can contact us at any point if anything shows up weird or whatnot, basically.
Yeah,
Little does she know that I am
28. Keep forgetting Reeve is actually not a child, but he has the mindset of one.
I'm so proud of her. She used my proper pronouns without being asked to.
Did she?
I don't think she actually said my pronouns at all, actually.
I was
She
gonna
definitely didn't call me a young lady, so that's a start.
I mean, there you go. Despite the fact that Cell is clearly a woman.
I gotta say, my pronouns are clearly captain, okay?
Fail that on a personal level. My partner for work, because they feel really uncomfortable when people call him by his name, because sometimes coworkers or customers will do that. So what he put on the name tag is Captain.
So we're just gonna okay, Reeve, what else did you want to look for?
He thinks.
Well, what does Nyafta want to do?
I'm just checking on little knickknacks because I like the trinkets. How much for this set of needles?
For the set of what?
Needles.
Needles?
Yeah.
What needles? I'm confused.
Oh, we're not in the
Also
store
lost.
anymore?
No, the word you're saying is needles, right?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know she was offering needles.
Sorry.
I didn't know that either.
She has a set of, she has a set of, like, miniature pickaxes.
Yeah.
And
So she has needles? Needles, like pointy thingies to saw and stuff?
So you can go.
No. All of her stuff is blunt and bludgeoning. The little pickaxes look to be used for like fine work if you're like digging something out. Kind of like you know how fossil excavators have those like little tiny chisels and stuff.
Huh.
That's what the little miniature mining picks look to be like.
Aren't they just called chisels?
All the stuff for mining?
All the stuff in here is basically centered around mallets and maces and the themes they're in. Mining, digging, bopping.
Does she have any mineral samples or like little crystals and stuff?
She actually would.
Awesome. What do you have?
Come out one sextant. Trinkets.
I do turn to Niafta and I whisper in there. I'm like, "Hey, don't take too long. I still gotta make up. I still gotta make up some money." As I walk out with Reeve.
One thing she has is a lava stone. It is a black stone with some red swirls in it. And it looks like it was made when lava basically cools and solidifies into stone. It's polished to a very high sheen. That is one of the things that she has as far as rocks or mineral samples go. The other thing that she has... she has a statuette of a shark carved from black sandstone.
Ooh, that's cool.
How big?
About 6 inches tall and 4 to 5 inches wide, give or take.
Mm.
And let's see. Oh! And then she has just a simple black stone. It looks like it's about the size of your palm, but it is completely utterly black inside. But it reads detection stone as the nameplate.
Can I roll an Arcana check on that one?
Sure.
Okay.
I was gonna say something that smooth.
So with a 22, this is a minor magical artifact. And it's not even magic. It's something that these rocks do naturally. These are called volcano stones. They are simple black stones that when a volcano is close, when an active volcano is nearby, it starts to glow red.
How much for these?
For the volcano stone, we'll call it 3 silvers.
Oh, good.
She smiles and takes it. We actively mine them out of some of the mines of Mount Zelen. Mount Zelen was rumored to be an active volcano at one point.
Yeah, I figured that if we were going to be at the oceans, there might be also like some underwater volcanoes that, we would be, we should be aware of, especially if they're in activity or so.
Oh, you're not too wrong about that, dearie. I imagine that if it's in the upper layers, the bright water, as some of my colleagues and customers call it, then it'll definitely glow. If it's in the deep dark water, you're not likely to see it glow, but you never know. The one last thing that she has that's of any real interest to you is a red gemstone shaped like half of a heart.
Okay.
Does she actually have, by any chance, the copper wiring that I had prior that I gave to Tessa?
She does have copper wire, yeah.
The kind that glows when a storm's coming?
No.
No.
Unfortunately not. But, yeah, that's about all she has for little stones and, trinkets, other than the lava stone, which I already eliminated too. Anything else you're looking for, Miss Niafta?
I think that's gonna be it.
Alright. With that, she kind of smiles. Now, don't be stranger, dear, and come back whenever you'd like.
Sure.
And with that, you are able to leave. I lied. She's going to keep you there forever. Mwahahaha.
As Niafta walks out, I'm just like, come on, I need somebody to do this with me, and I don't think Reeve wants to, as they said, cheating is where they draw the line.
Okay.
Literally, Reeve is just playing with a little hand drum.
Yeah. What's the trick?
Oh, he just critted with the hand drum.
I hold out.
Everyone's annoyed.
I hold out some dice, and I like put them in my hand and blow on them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, obviously, I can do this without, having to worry about showing that I'm casting the spell.
Ooh,
But
can I
everything's
blow on
working.
it for good luck?
Sure.
Reeve looks at them.
I'm just holding out a hand with 2 dice in it. All right, go ahead, blow on them.
I forgot my camera wasn't on, and I just made the funniest fucking face, and I'm too embarrassed to do it again.
Right. Okay, I closed my hand around it.
Up to the camera, and I went.
And so I'm gonna close my hand. I'm gonna do a fist and blow into my fist, and I'm gonna cast Control Water like I did last time and make the opposing sides just a little too heavy, other than the ones that I want to roll the
Okay.
dice on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I show, and there's like a little casing of ice. Same trick that I did last time, obviously.
Yep.
I show, like, see? And I roll the dice, and it comes up the same almost every single time.
Cheater.
No, it's just I got an edge. It's no longer entirely random. Still a little bit, but, if you hold them in your hand long enough, the evidence disappears.
Blaze, what are you doing? Your VTuber model was having it.
Yep. My VTuber model is having it.
I go, the best part about this is, the trick is I close my hand, wait a little bit, open my hand, the ice is gone. You hold your hand, if you hold it for a little bit, it just ends up melting in your hand.
What?
Getting rid of the whole fact that you may or may not have rigged the dice. And they rolled normal.
To that one person who got a whole bunch of Jello cups, turned it into a knife, stabbed someone, turned that knife back into Jello cups and ate it. Got rid of the evidence.
What? What fucking fever dream is Reeve having?
Anyway.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay, let's play just a couple games real quick, and then we'll leave. Got it?
Got it. Wait, who are you playing against?
I don't know, we'll find somebody.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Find some people throwing dice,
So you head back to the place where you found people gambling the previous night?
You sure it's a good idea to do it at the Rams, though? I mean, we're working with them. Won't that be bad if we're stealing from them?
We're not stealing. This is the reason why I didn't want you around. You keep on using your mouth like that, we're gonna get caught.
Yes. So I'm just gonna take Reefon aside, alright?
Reeve looks so sad. I just want like, you know that one like scene from freaking Chowder where he's just absolutely upset. Looks like that.
Okay.
Okay, look, I understand you don't want us to do this, so therefore you probably shouldn't have to worry about it, and I don't want you to have to worry about it.
Just don't look. Pretend
Everyone
it's
who
not
remembers Chowder liked this video.
Do me a favor. You can go rustle up a good place to eat while we do this for a little bit. That sound good?
Good idea.
Okay.
What
You
would
know
you
what I-
like to eat?
Yeah, just figure out a place that sounds like good eats, and you just do that. Sound good?
Okay.
Great. Counting on you.
Reeve is now alone as he wanders the streets. They have left the child unattended.
Well,
I'm sure Valor will go with you.
Reeve is alone.
I was an unintended child too.
I was about to say, we definitely can pin the child with the other child. He may be 1 year older than me, but that doesn't count.
Yeah. Mr. Child.
Wait, do you need me to be where you are at, or can I actually go with Reef?
If you want to go with Reeve, you can. I just
You get to
Yeah,
pick who
that
you get to
way I
go
make
with.
sure that he doesn't come back sooner.
well, here's the thing, right? We do have other people that are going with him,
Uh-huh.
and I need 2 people for this job. So
Oh.
just
So
so
who
it
are you-
doesn't look suspicious, really, that's the real reason.
Oh well. So you need me to stay, or you need me to go with Reef?
I do need you to stay. I need you to stay.
Don't worry.
Valor and
Reeve's about to
Xavier
have his
can go
own
off
story.
with Reeve.
Okay.
Unfortunate, I have to
This
have the
shouldn't-
dads with me.
This shouldn't take long. But I say, hey,
So-
wait! I thought I was one of the dads. Hold up.
You are the deranged
You're the
cousin
mom.
that everyone wonders that stands in the corner.
Wow.
I'm about to say, I don't know about
Harsh.
deranged. I might be one of the nicest people here. I'm
Yeah.
Okay,
also
you're the
probably,
dark emo cousin that actually secretly has a heart, but instead of showing it, they just stand in the corner and looking at everybody.
See, I
You're
feel
like the guy, the bad guy from Sky Shy.
Sky Shy.
Yes.
What's that?
Sky Shy High. It's a movie about superheroes.
Oh. Yeah, Sky High.
Sky
Yeah.
High. There we go.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember calling Sky Shy.
Nope. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah.
It is a great
The
movie,
only-
though.
That guy that
The
was
only thing I remember from that movie is that one of the characters can shapeshift, and they're like, "Ooh, that's awesome! Turn into something cool!" And all they can turn into is a guinea pig.
Yes.
Yes, that is the emo girl. She can become a guinea pig.
Yes.
And she was
Honestly,
labeled a
I
sidekick.
love it.
She shouldn't be a superhero. That is a horrible power.
That's why she was considered a sidekick.
Yep. You got to be either
Basically-
superheroes or sidekicks, depending on your power. And
Yeah.
she got sidekick. And
Where
the
was I?
BBEG of that whole freaking show, she got labeled a sidekick because she's a technomancer.
Yep.
Back in the
Oh,
day
what
when
they're-
technology was less than it is.
Yeah.
Right, and then she got de-aged or whatever.
Yep.
Mm,
She made a pacifier gun that turned people into babies.
That's why I barely remember it, because I thought it was a fever dream.
no.
It is very strange. Where were we though?
It-
Oh
it-
yes,
it was a
cheating
fever
at
dream of the
cheating
movie.
at dice.
So, Reeve,
Hi.
you, Xavier, and Valor don't find any restaurants or anywhere to eat. Not really on the in the base camp. You can go to Upper Gemnackle, though. The elevator is public access.
I'm ready to ride this elevator.
And as you do, you ride it up. And up. And up. And up.
Everyone looks like little tiny ants on the bottom. I squish.
This is the highest that this is the highest elevation that you have ever been to.
Oh,
Yeah, it would make me sick for sure.
high sick on top of hangover with rum.
I don't think what I had would be considered rum.
Rum with the A.
It's like edible black tar heroin.
No, it's just edible black tar.
Edible black tar.
I thought for half a second you were gonna say edible black glitter, and I went. Okay,
It doesn't
tar's
sparkle.
Better. Tar is better than glitter.
Yeah, no.
Because one's technically by.
Actually, technically, the most accurate comparison is you drink edible pitch.
This black tar heroin. I don't know.
It is heroin made of black tar.
What is black tar?
It is tar that is black.
What is that?
It's really sticky substance.
It's the stuff you put on the roads.
Yeah,
Ah, okay, brea.
it seals the roads.
Yeah.
Tar
it's
is
as-
dark
it-
brown or black viscous liquid of hydrocarbons and free carbon obtained from a wide variety of organic materials.
Welcome to Seas of Vodari, where you learn brand new things about the world you
Right.
live in.
Yes.
Yeah, just don't get stuck in tar because that's how a large portion of the dinosaurs died.
Yeah.
It's also
Coal tar
how
is a thick, dark
it's also
liquid
how we got
used in
gasoline.
production of coke.
It's
and
the exact
coal
same
gas
thing
coal.
that killed Littlefoot's mother or whatever, right?
No!
What?
Littlefoot's
No,
mother
there's
was murdered by a sharp tooth.
There was
Really?
it's literally an on-screen fight of her getting attacked by the T-Rex.
I don't remember. The last time I watched it, I was 6.
You poor thing.
Listen, that was my comfort movie. It still is my comfort movie. We had
I
it
remember more about
every
the
single
second
one on
one than I remember
VHS.
about I'm gonna say I remember more about the second one than I remember about the first one.
Second one was a really good sequel.
The
It's okay. I
sequels
remember the
were
14th
something.
one.
Oh my goodness, how many?
That was
Lamborghinis
that was
did
the iced one, right? No, that was the 7th one.
No, the 7th one was the giant rock that fell from space.
The
The
6th
fact that
one,
y'all are knowing every single one of these is insane.
the 6th one was like the Lone Ranger, right?
Yeah, I
the
believe so.
fifth
The
one.
lone dinosaur.
Yeah.
I know quite a few of these. I just have to double check.
Anyway,
Like I have to see. There's a
Back to
Great
cheating at
Rock. There we
dice.
go.
Um,
Holy shit! They're still making them.
I believe it. I believe that shit.
2016. There we go. The one I remember is Journey to Big Water.
Yes. Do that.
Mm.
That's like one of my favorite ones.
Great Valley Adventure, The Time Great of the Great Giving.
Yeah, I owned all of these on
The
fucking
5th
VHS.
one was The Mysterious Island.
Same.
Yes.
This Mysterious Island was absolutely horrendous. It was so fucking stupid. I can't even. Who are these dumb fucking children and dumb fucking dinosaurs in general?
Jeez,
You
calm
fool.
down, Emil.
I
You
mean-
flew to the island, and all of a sudden the water came up, and they're like, "Oh no, I can't fly back." What do you mean you can't fly back? You literally flew there. You didn't even use the rock trail.
The one I was thinking of was Journey Through the Mists. That's 4. The Big Freeze was 8. I was right.
Is Journey Through the Mist the one with that one chick,
Yep.
like the
one that
female
looks
version
exact-
of Littlefoot?
Yep,
Yes.
one that
I
looks
have
exactly
no
like
idea
him.
what you're talking about.
I hate her. I hated her.
It's okay. It's okay, Laura. You really shouldn't know what we're talking about because these movies are like fun if you like dinosaurs, and like
Oh.
our little kid. But other than that, no one should be watching.
Kind of all mediocre.
I
Nobody
liked
should be exposed to that.
Secretosaurus Rock. I think, but aside from the first one, that one was my favorite. And then the Big Water.
Anyway, moving along.
No.
Now that we've
Okay, moving
fucking
along.
gone off into the weeds.
If the restaurant is not called Source Rock Cafe, I'm gonna fight.
I mean, I don't know why
Guess
you're
you're
waste
fighting.
time fighting, because that's
I'm
not what
ready
it's
to
called.
fight. Sad face.
But the island, god damn it, the cafe you walk into is called the Rocks. It's called the Cliffside Cafe.
Okay.
That's cute.
And it is a nicer place. Like all the tables have like actual tablecloth.
Huh.
And it like has a beautiful view that overlooks the valley below. However, you notice that conspicuously the base camp is out of the sight line. Even if you were to like lean against the glass and like press your face against it, you couldn't look down far enough to see lower Gemnackle.
You know damn well Reeve is pressing his face against the glass, having his nose pressed up against it to look like a little tiny piggy. The thing kids do.
You have a nose?
Fuck, wait. I don't think Reeve
Yeah, I
I
remember
think-
he did.
Reeve has like the sunken nose as a siren does.
So you don't look like a pig against the glass.
I just look squished is what I... Let me double check.
Sirens do have noses, but they are smaller.
Yeah, they're more shrunken in, but they're not, double checking. Yeah, it's not like an actual, like, nose. It's a bit more smaller.
At any rate, so as you do that, the host, welcome to the Cliffside Cafe. I am Sir Clifton. It is a pleasure to meet you. Are you here for lunch then?
I'm trying to think if Cell and Nyafta is gonna join us. So I
We
think
will, it
he
won't take
said
long.
a sign Reeve is struggling. I have two other people that are coming up here.
I see. So a party of 6 with 2 of them coming later.
Yes.
When do we have 6 people in the party?
Or, excuse me, party of 5.
5. We had
I
6
got
people in the party. It's been a while.
Yep.
We did have 6 people in the party at one point.
So a party of 5 with 2 of them coming later. Am I to understand
Yeah.
correctly? Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Both are tieflings. So you can't miss them.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. I will make sure to show your party to your table when they arrive. In the meantime, this way. And he leads
I actually
you,
looked it up.
Fowler,
There is a place called Cliffside Cafe in Missouri.
in
It
the
has
good
a
state
4.2
Missouri.
stars.
Missing.
I am in misery. I'm sorry. It has 4.2 stars.
Anyway, as you are taken over to a seat, your seat doesn't overlook the side of the cliff. It actually looks out directly onto the station platform, where the special train that leads into Gemnackle and travels between Gemnackle and Zeleny pulls into. And he smiles as he sits you down and hands you a In this case, it's a set of folding carved wooden slats that look like a menu.
Whoa, this place is fancy.
Thank you for noticing, is all he says with a slight bow. Could I start you off with any wine or perhaps some sparkling water?
Icers. Sparkling water. Whoa.
Is that water that's spicy? I had that one time. It scared me a lot.
No, it's water that contains air.
Sparkles.
And
Yes,
the
spicy
air
stuff.
and the air bubbles create this beautiful, almost sparkling effect when the light hits it just right.
Yeah, so that's the spicy stuff. Got it.
He just stares.
One time I had it for the first time and someone said something super funny and it went out my nose. I don't want to have that experience ever again.
Yes. The